not a husband. That's not a partner. That's not even a friend. And I don't care what you do. I don't care who you run to after this. I don't care if you call Justin after this, because I see you for the person who you are right now.
At this point, Ben needs to choose himself. He needs to choose his peace of mind. He needs to choose his sanity over everything else. There's no point in staying married just for the sake of staying married. And this is why I envy Chris in last season, because he chose to say, "This is my decision." They made a decision and moved on and left Alicia with her mess. And I hope Ben does the same. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 10. I'll review the couples as I normally do, and we'll see how we go. Okay, I'll start off with Ben and Morgan. Morgan is really frustrating me. I know some of it is the editing, and I try not to be very harsh with my reviews. But the thing is, she's making too much of a big deal of whatever's going on because maybe because we're not being told exactly what he said. But I think she's making it seem like he said more than he's actually said. I think obviously what set it off was the fact that he told Justin that she wasn't a nurse. But I think whatever explanation she gave him or whatever else came up as a result of that conversation, I think is why she's sort of exaggerating things. Because I remember when they had their family meet up, um, the friends were asking, what's going on? And Ben looked like a deer in headlights because he didn't know whether to explain everything that had happened or not, because I think he was trying to sort of respect his wife. And today, Morgan apparently was told by Alexis that Ben has been confiding in Justin, and Justin has been sort of relaying whatever's been said by Ben to his wife, and his wife has then run back with it to Morgan for reasons best known to them. They've been having so many events where the couple sit down and have conversations about their marriages. So I don't know what the big deal is. This is just the same thing. The only problem is the person he's confiding in is someone who doesn't know how to keep a secret. I wish he had confided. Nate has actually come out this season. I said this at the start that he's going to be the Woody of this season if we're not careful. And he's come out to be the more stable of the people in the group. And I wish he had confided in Nate than in Justin, because Justin and his wife have made things worse. So whatever Ben has said to Justin, Justin has gone and told Alexis, and then Alexis has run and told Morgan. Morgan stormed out, and then after she stormed out, she said, "Alexis told me everything," but she wouldn't explain what Alexis told her. So obviously, Ben is going to go. I have to respect Ben for going to Alexis to find out what did you say to my wife. What did you and your wife say to my wife when they found her? She's now mad. Why did you go to Alexis? I think she didn't want him to know what Alexis had told her. I think she was trying to hide behind her anger, and whatever it was something petty, and she's just looking for a way to sort of punish Ben for reasons best known to her. I don't think there's any justifiable reason for her to be as mad as she is, given the information that we have. Even when she turned up on their 1 month anniversary, you could tell she was over exaggerating whatever was going on. The way she threw the flowers to the floor, the way she was going on. Even prior to that, when she went into the boxing match and she was, I need to vent, I need to. She knows why she's mad, and I think she's worried that whatever it is, if it comes out and the public knows about it, they're going to realize that she was wrong. And so she's trying to make it seem like Ben is the bad guy. So that whatever it is comes out, people will sort of say, but Ben did this, but Ben. But I think it's something very petty that she's mad about. And the fact that she confided in a friend and said, "I'm mad at Ben because he went and he told somebody else." But you're telling somebody else why you're mad at Ben. So Ben could easily be as upset with you for confiding in your friend, just as you are mad at Ben for confiding in his friend. I said this last week. I said, at least Ben is not telling strangers. He's telling someone who's going through the same experiment as them. And he's not running to his mother, his friends, his siblings. That would be way worse than him confiding in Justin. I wish they could tell us what exactly he said. I really would love to know, but I know they won't tell us. Maybe we'll only find out when they sit with the experts next week or maybe on decision day. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens with that mess. So they didn't turn up for their 1 month anniversary for the couples to celebrate, but hey, at least, they avoided the Justin and Alexis drama. moving on to Justin and Alexis. I think Justin and Alexis have got so many problems. And I think at times they are trying to stir up crap with everybody else. That way it doesn't seem like they're the ones in the worst position. The last time they went to the candy shop, they had a fallout, and I felt very uncomfortable for the lady as though I was present. Now they seem to have a good day, and then they have three, four bad days, and then they have one good day, and they don't know how to regulate themselves. So they did have their 1 month anniversary where they were having a conversation about, the things that are going on in their marriage and how they're trying to work on them. I didn't understand that bit. And then they met up at the end with the other couples after as part of the 1 month anniversary celebration, and all the couples were discussing their marriages and how things are going. And Alexis said, she had nothing to say. And I think the reason why Justin got mad is he expected to say, "Oh, our marriage is doing great. My husband is doing this. My husband is doing," and because she didn't say that, that's why he kept poking her. And eventually, she exploded. And when she stormed off to the toilet, I was waiting for a Lindsay moment. I think Stasia must have told her, no, don't say anything because you've got your mic on. Don't say. Because she did say, I have to cuddle this man. She does because he's very emotional. I don't even understand their marriage. I think they're a marriage as well that deserves, a decision day. I think they're a marriage that deserves a decision day because nothing seems to be working for them. I know Justin sat with his brother and had a conversation. I really didn't catch that. I really didn't catch that. I don't know. I think they need to stop interfering with other people's marriages if they're going to choose to stay married and work on their marriage. Otherwise, if not, they need to divorce. It was very uncomfortable at the table for everybody. Everybody felt uncomfortable the way they're going back and forth, and I wish the producers had removed everybody else. But then, anyway, that's the drama. That's what they like. From there, we go to Kristen and Mitch. Christina Mitch is very selfish. I'm going to say this. Mitch is very selfish. They went for their 1 month anniversary to a yoga retreat, and it was supposed to be a quiet retreat. And all you could hear was Mitch moaning and groaning and moaning and groaning and moaning and groaning. It was too much. And then at the dinner, I think he's realized whatever he was trying to do, whether it was trying to turn Kristen off or whatever, I think he's realized that he's actually better off with Kristen because she did vent that, she's tired of putting him first and making him a priority. She also wants to, do what she likes. I know she confided in a friend that, she keeps turning down what she wants to do because of what he likes. For me, I don't know how that marriage is going to work. I think yeah, Justin did praise Mitch and say, you've grown, there's been a lot of improvement and changes. Everybody was impressed when he came to the dinner that he was actually wearing a shirt and a blazer and he had proper shoes on. So Kristen is really rubbing off on him in a very good way. But I think she was right to speak up for herself. Maybe they should have had the conversation in private, but I like the fact that Mitch didn't sort of or maybe she knew that if she had it in private, it would have thrown a tantrum, so she decided to do it in public. And still in public, he behaved himself. Because I think had she, Mitch, when they first got married, would have thrown a tantrum and stormed off. But I think he decided to be a grown up about it. He's the oldest anyway in the experiment, and so he's asked her to make sure that she puts herself first. Um, I don't know. I don't know about Mitch and Kristen. I think if they stay married, it's going to be because Kristen has made a lot of compromise. Mitch, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then Miguel and Lindy. Miguel and Lindy had their 1 month celebration on the boat. I think Lindy needs to stop. I think she needs to stop as well because she keeps going on about, oh, you haven't seen the worst of me. You haven't seen the worst of me. And it's like, you've already tried to put him off with your tantrum about the health insurance. I think you need to calm down a bit. And you're growing on him. Allow yourself to grow on him enough that even if he sees your bad side, he'll sort of ignore it because your good far outweighs the bad. Don't scare him off when he's saying, I think we've seen the worst of it. Mel is falling in love with her. I know when they sat down and had a conversation with the other couples, he was very happy with how their marriage is progressing. He said, he, he can see improvement, he can see growth. So I hope things work out for them. I really hope these things work out for them because they seem to be one of the more stable couples, or maybe it's just this episode, but they seem to be one of the most stable couples in this episode. And then Nate and Stacia. Nate and Stacia actually, a revelation for me because Stacia, I remember Nate at the bachelor party. I was saying, "Oh my God, the way he's behaving, the way he's behaving," but then he might shock us and be a Woody or even what's his name, Olajuwon from last season, who's still married. So they went and they signed their post now, which made sense. I think Stacia was right to ask that, if someone puts in 90% and the other person puts in 10%, if people are to get divorced, can it be distributed the same way? And that is right though, because if I'm putting in 90%, why should I give you my 40%? For what? For us having a joint account. Um, I think Nate on his part is taking the necessary steps. I think Stasia might need to just slow her pace a bit. I like that her mother had a conversation with her about trust, and her mother recognized that she as well might have contributed to Stasia's trust issues. I like the fact that his mother seems to like um, Nate, and Stasia's mother needs to like Nate. Stasia's mother reminds me of Rihanna's mom. She reminds me of Rihanna's mom. So I like Stacey. I think I got reassurance from Nate by him saying, he's now a 7 out of 10 because initially he was saying he's a 4 out of 10 in falling in love with her. But I think he has taken the steps. At times, some people are not very vocal about how they feel, and that's okay. Some people are not, you know, just believe in doing the work quietly. And it seems Nate is one of those people that he doesn't believe in sort of having these grand gestures or saying out loud, "Oh, I love you," but he believes in doing the work. So in his opinion, he signed the post nap to show her that he's really in it for the long haul. They had tattoos. I'm not sure. I really hope they stay married because the only other couple on Mavs who's had tattoos, I think, is Shanice and Jeffy, but they had the eternity symbol or something tattooed or something, if I remember back then. Season 6 going way back. And so they had tattoos of their wedding date, which was good. I hope they do stay married because then otherwise they have to cover that up or else they'll have to explain it to everybody else they meet in future. And at their dinner, they had a conversation about how they feel their marriage is going. I think they're the most stable. I think the most stable couples at the moment are Nate and Stacia, followed by Lindy and Miguel, and everybody else is just a mess. It's just a mess. I don't know. I'm looking forward to next week when we have the experts come around. We'll see what Dr. Pepper says, and I really love Dr. Pepper. I hope she puts Morgan in her place. I hope she puts Morgan in her place because Morgan is starting to become abusive, like emotionally. I think because Ben opened up so much, she's now taking advantage of that. And because she knows Ben is a people pleaser, she's taking advantage of that and is trying to sort of bring him down, to break him down. And because she knows he'll never do that. I wish she'd been married to someone like, Mr. Blessed, Chris from Atlanta, or even, what's his name, Johnny. They would have really humbled her. Anyway, I digress. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.